I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks. The A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it, to just go.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a team blind on top like Goku. Just left Nobu, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blink of my VIP. Snack of my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one golded. 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 I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one golded. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, me back. Yeah, buddy, if you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a I'm in the S5 facing cuffy, cause I can't name that guy but me, dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Five teams have advanced to the divisional round, and one more will join them. Our final wild card game is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They give on 2nd to Kamara. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Now Rattler. He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Olave with the catch. Decent gain here, third, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Rattler to the air now. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on fourth down and pick up the first.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Throwing from the gun. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He has it at the 5. And he's all the way to the 5 before going out of bounds. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal. Rattler back to throw. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Kamara has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. On fourth down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Mickey Tomley's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's Grupe on now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackled on the play by Cameron Jordan. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Gets this to Johnson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
They now on 3rd down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Saints take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Hauled in by Olave, left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints parlay the interception into points. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Grupe adds the extra point. And the Saints go up 10-zip here in the first. Here's Grupe on now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running back, motioning right. To the air on 1st down. May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. 1. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. From the gun, it's Tracy. He's out in the clear. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
May throwing for it. He finds Johnson. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down throw for May. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Saints take possession at midfield after forcing that turnover. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend. Who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Kamara gets it off the option. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
He's going deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Working quickly here. Second and 3. Connects with Johnson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Escapes the pocket. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And now they face 2nd down.
The QBs today so adept at doing just this, buying themselves enough time and finding a target. The problem on this one, just not the throw he needed to make the completion.
A handoff to Tracy. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's caught for the 1st. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing his lock. On the move, headed right. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Carl Granderson in on the tackle.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 31. Has him on the quick hitter. Making defenders pay for trying to tackle him. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. On the handoff, this is Tracy. Has the New York touchdown. The Giants start to fight back with their 1st points of this game. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Kamara running out of the gun. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
complete to Valdez-Scantling. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Kamara's got it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
He's on the move. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Saints are going to have a first down. They're set up at the 35 now.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing it again here. Buys time, rolling right. Taken in by Shaheed.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Options are open here. It's second and inches. Rattler setting to throw. This is complete to Olave. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. And he runs out of bounds a yard or 2 behind the line. Couldn't get all the way back. That's going to count as a sack.
You know, Kate, that's one of those situations where the game just, I think, speeds up on the QB a little bit. He doesn't flip it out of bounds before he goes out. It's going to end up as a sack on the stat sheet for the defense, and they earned it with effort, chasing him all the way to the sidelines.
Rattler to the air now. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a third down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Third and long for him here. This throw is caught. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So they'll decline this and take the results. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Intercepted in the end zone. Shaquille Leonard with the INT. And the Giants will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Here's Locke. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. He's back to throw. He's trying to push the field. Try for Robinson, but it's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Saints do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Forced out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be touched down after a big play.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Gets this to Johnson. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Locke to the air. He's got a man left. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he drives this forward to the 6. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He'll throw it yet again. Yeah, this is cut. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take the lead right away in half number 2. Gano's point after is good. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Giants take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback. but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that play good enough for a first. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a first down. Throwing now from the gun. This one's caught. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Gano ends the point after. And the Giants drive their lead to 11. Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And they scoop it up. They can still run with it. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing is Rattler. He sends this one to the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Boy, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
2nd and 10 now. On the move, headed right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Gets this one to Shaheed. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Rattler. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
This one's taken in by Hill. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down from the red zone. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Giants take over as he records his 10th career INT. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
They send the tight end in motion left. Coming left is Tracy. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Paul Granderson in on the tackle. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our why. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. To throw. Here's Locke. He goes back to him yet again. Complete.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. Continuing to move past the 45. Keeps himself upright. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third down, 1 yard to go. They go right back to Tracy. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown and field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's on the move. He'll fling it deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He's trying to go. Big gain downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Rattler back to throw. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Whew, I think the coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
Buys time, rolling right. Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints now within one score in the fourth. Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Saints 17. Blake Murphy to kick off for the Saints.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. Lockdown. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here. Trying again, following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's back to throw. They did it! He made the interception! Alontae Taylor has it. And the Saints have some new life in the fourth.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got... the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Now Rattler. Got his target. It's Hill. And he's brought down after a short gain. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints down by 7. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 19. Touchdown, New Orleans! On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth.
Murphy to kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
Fits it through the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The Giants using their first timeout. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. It's Tracy on the carry. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. This is Tracy. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Tracy once more. And they make the play at the 23. A gain of only a little. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. They run. Here's Tracy. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. This one of the biggest moments of the game for Graham Gano. This one, and his kick is blocked. They can advance it now, picked up inside the 30. Has a hole left, room to run. 30. Gets the 10. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. He finds Johnson. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. He'll look to throw it. Chased out to his right. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down. from the red zone now. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
One final shot here. Deflected! Oh, they couldn't bring it off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's gonna end. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. And they're headed to the divisional round next week. Great start to their playoffs and getting the win at home, but the test's only getting harder from here on out. And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.